Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, an inter-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Western Michigan's offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been
turning it on. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UMass's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to... so quickly, knocked the ball out and jumped on it.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The UMass offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's in open space downfield.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to... early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Western Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hoffman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
UMass comes to the line, facing second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Ellis. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you've got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the AALoA Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UMass offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hoffman. Oh, he's got some space. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Avant. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Broncos are on the move.
And first down for the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll move the tight end. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the move, it's Hoffman. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Ellis. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been.
There he goes. Quick step and go. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going to sling it on second down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UMass 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Sperry. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UMass offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. Finds his man down the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
UMass.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain, and now we got 4th down.
He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Finds the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2.
Let's go.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
That makes the score. Western Michigan 49, UMass 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
UMass 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit. And
looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, what a cut! Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now this defense has no answer for him.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win. And
Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. Quick spin on the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Hunt is on its way. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to throw. It's Sperry. Gets it out quickly.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gives it on the option. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback adapting. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Broncos want to move quickly.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Fires left. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
70, Umass 0.
And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner is stopped. The running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that